You're putting in the effort. You're eating smaller portions, staying active, maybe even following intermittent fasting. But no matter what you do, the fat around your waist refuses to go away. You feel more drained than ever. Your sleep isn't as restful, and your body just doesn't seem to work the way it once did. This isn't because you're lazy, lacking willpower, or simply getting older. The real issue is that your body has switched into survival mode, making it much harder to let go of stored fat. One hormone plays a major role in this process, and you've probably heard its name before: cortisol. When cortisol stays elevated for long periods, it does far more than increase stress. It begins to interfere with the systems that control your metabolism. Over time, your body becomes less efficient at burning fat and producing energy. Your thyroid is one of the most important organs responsible for keeping your metabolism running smoothly. It produces a hormone called T4, but T4 isn't the form your cells actually use. Before it can help your body burn fat, it has to be converted into T3, the active thyroid hormone. This conversion mainly happens in the liver and other tissues throughout the body. The problem is that high cortisol disrupts this process. Instead of turning T4 into active T3, your body starts making something known as reverse T3. Reverse T3 looks almost identical to the active hormone, but it doesn't perform the same job. It attaches to the same receptors without activating them, essentially blocking the real hormone from doing its work. Think of it like inserting the wrong key into your car's ignition. The key fits, but the engine never starts. In the same way, your cells receive the signal, but nothing productive happens. As a result, you can feel constantly exhausted, mentally foggy, sluggish, and trapped in a state where your body prefers storing fat instead of burning it, no matter how healthy your diet is or how much effort you put into exercise. What many people also don't realize is that cortisol affects another important part of the thyroid system. It reduces the release of thyroid-stimulating hormone, or TSH. This hormone is produced by the brain and acts like a command telling the thyroid gland to make more thyroid hormone. When cortisol suppresses TSH, your thyroid receives a weaker signal, leading to lower hormone production in the first place. Now imagine everything happening at once. Your body is making less thyroid hormone, converting less of it into the active form, and blocking much of what's left with reverse T3. It's the perfect recipe for a slower metabolism and stubborn fat that refuses to budge. But the effects of cortisol don't stop there. It also activates a process called gluconeogenesis, a term many people have never heard before. During this process, your body begins breaking down its own muscle tissue and converting those proteins into glucose. That newly created sugar is then released into your bloodstream, causing your blood sugar levels to rise. In response, your body releases more insulin to manage the extra glucose. Higher insulin levels make it easier to store fat while making it harder to burn the fat you already have. The result is a frustrating cycle. You're gradually losing valuable muscle, gaining or holding on to body fat, and watching your metabolism slow down even further. Even though you're working hard and making healthier choices, elevated cortisol keeps pushing your body in the opposite direction. You're not only putting on extra body fat, you're also losing the muscle that keeps your metabolism strong and active. That's why so many people feel frustrated and say, "I'm doing everything I've always done, but instead of losing weight, I'm gaining it." The problem isn't that your body has stopped working. It's that you've become trapped in a hormonal cycle that keeps working against you. This cycle is fueled by ongoing stress, poor quality sleep, exercising too intensely without enough recovery, eating too little for too long, relying heavily on stimulants, and carrying constant emotional fatigue. Together, these factors keep cortisol elevated, making it much harder for your body to burn fat efficiently. So how do you begin turning things around? The first step is restoring your natural circadian rhythm. Try getting outside into natural daylight within 30 to 60 minutes after waking up. Even 5 to 10 minutes of morning sunlight can make a difference. This simple habit signals to your brain that a new day has begun, helping regulate your daily cortisol pattern while supporting healthy production of thyroid-stimulating hormone. The second step is taking better care of your adrenal system early in the day. If you already feel exhausted or burned out, avoid reaching for coffee before you've had something to eat. And if your body is running on empty, regularly skipping breakfast may only add more stress instead of helping. Next, give your thyroid the nutrients it needs to function properly. For example, eating just 2 Brazil nuts each day can provide selenium, an important mineral that helps convert T4 into the active T3 hormone. Zinc is another key nutrient and can be found in foods like pumpkin seeds and shellfish. As for iodine, it's generally best to get it from natural sources, such as seaweed, instead of taking excessive amounts through supplements, since too much iodine can sometimes create additional thyroid problems. Another important priority is protecting your muscle mass. Strength or resistance training 2 or 3 times each week helps maintain the lean tissue that powers your metabolism. It also sends your body a reassuring signal that it's safe to use stored fat for energy instead of holding on to it. You may also want to reconsider how you approach fasting. If your thyroid function is already being affected by stress, jumping into long or aggressive fasting schedules may place even more pressure on your system. A gentler approach is to begin with about a 12-hour overnight fast and gradually extend it only as your body adjusts and feels stronger. Finally, here's a simple exercise you can try before going to bed tonight. Gently press your tongue against the inside of your left cheek and hold it there for about 10 seconds. Then switch to the inside of your right cheek and hold for another 10 seconds. Repeat this sequence 4 or 5 times. The idea behind this exercise is that it may help stimulate nerves involved in relaxation, including the hypoglossal nerve and the vagus nerve. These nerves communicate with your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your nervous system responsible for helping your body relax after stress. By encouraging that relaxation response, this practice may help calm your body before sleep and support healthier cortisol regulation. It isn't meant as a magic trick, but rather as a simple neurological technique that may help shift your body away from a constant state of stress. When you make this simple practice part of your nightly routine, it may help your body relax and encourage deeper overnight recovery. The effect may seem small at first, but over time, consistent habits can have a meaningful impact. As cortisol levels begin to settle into a healthier pattern, your thyroid has a better opportunity to convert T4 into the active T3 hormone. As that process improves, your metabolism can gradually become more efficient. Your body is less likely to break down muscle for sugar, your blood sugar and insulin become easier to regulate, and your energy levels can start to improve. Eventually, your body feels secure enough to let go of stored fat instead of clinging to it. The most important thing to remember is this: your body is not working against you. It's responding to what it believes is a stressful environment. Its goal is to protect you, not sabotage you. When you consistently give it signals that you're safe, well-fed, and well-rested, that protective response begins to fade, allowing repair and recovery to take over. That's how you move from survival mode into a state where fat burning becomes much easier. It doesn't require starving yourself, spending endless hours in the gym, or punishing your body. It starts with restoring your natural rhythm, providing your body with the nutrients it truly needs, and reducing the constant stress that keeps your system on high alert. And sometimes, even the smallest habits, like gently pressing your tongue against the inside of your cheek before bed, can become part of a routine that encourages relaxation and supports better recovery. Your body already has an incredible ability to heal and restore balance. Sometimes it simply needs the right environment and the right signals to do what it was designed to do. Here at the Weird Lab, our goal is to share practical, science-inspired health information that can help you make positive changes in your everyday life. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with your friends and family so they can benefit from this information too. We'd also love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, take care of yourself, and have an amazing day.